We're back at Crop. We're in what we have called the Stair Top Retreat, which is our little area, our oasis away from the chaos. But the chaos is
in the middle of the chaos.
Well, that's true. Yeah, in the middle. Yeah. The chaos has died down quite a bit.
True,
We're in the final session.
It's a very mild chaos.
We have finally had an opportunity to sit down with the man who's responsible for us being, the men who are responsible for us being here.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the kings of Crop, Mr. Matt Dawson and Drew Riley. I wanted to, you know what I wanted to say? I wanted to say something that wasn't that, and then I was like, crap, I'm going to say it wrong. So I'm glad I didn't.
I would have just gone with it, too.
Drew Crimson Face.
Yes.
That sounds controversial. Let's cut that. let's
it's all staying.
But these guys are the other guys who are making it happen. So welcome to the show. Give it up for the Crop guys.
Thanks for having us.
We're so glad that you guys are here. We've talked about Crop.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah,
I mean, that too.
You're welcome.
We've had you on before a couple times, Matt, and we've talked about Crop. We've talked about what it's all about. One thing that, before we jump into some new projects that you guys are working on, I wanted to bring up is you've mentioned how you can't pull this thing off because you don't live here. You can't pull this thing off by yourself. You require some local talent.
Yeah.
We're looking at some of the local talent, yes?
Right, absolutely. I mean, like you can't do these without having people that you trust and that you can depend on. Because there are moving parts that have to happen here.
Yeah.
So being able to have somebody like Drew on the team for the past 3 years has just been awesome, and he's come through in the clutch like so many times. So yeah, absolutely helpful.
But don't give me too much credit. Like I help, but Matt and Ariadna really kill everything.
Yeah, they're the ones who bring it.
They do all the work.
And this is
I'm
where
like, look, I'll get some chafed legs and run around and get some stuff for you guys. No problem.
Oh, this is like, no, you're prettier. No, you're prettier.
No, you hang out.
Fest.
Yes.
But Crop, so before we move into the new stuff, Crop has been it's been great to us. The people have been amazing.
That's awesome.
We've had so many different kinds of people in those hot seats today,
That's what it's about.
which is cool. I mean, you'd think that all these people they're design people, and a lot of people have in mind what that is. But design covers so many different, just the gamut, right?
Sure.
We've had all sorts of different industries sitting in those seats, and so that's a tribute to you guys for being such a pull to the whole community, not to one particular place. I think that's so
We
rad.
had a romance novel writer.
What?
Yeah, we had a romance.
I actually know who that is.
Yeah.
She's actually a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
Nice.
She's rad.
I need to meet
And her
her.
name is
She's awesome.
super cool.
Season.
Yeah, Season.
Yeah.
Season. Oh, yeah, Season's planning.
She's great.
Yeah.
But man, this has been great. So you guys, it's rounding the bases, and hopefully you guys can breathe, and then just start planning next year, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
maybe some other things that are coming up before next year. So tell us about what you guys are doing together. You've alluded to some upcoming cool stuff, and talk about those projects.
Sure.
Sure, yeah. Matt and I have known each other for probably 10, 15 years.
Yep.
We met each other playing music. And it was one of those things where I would try and design better show flyers than he did. Because we played at the same venues, and all the rest of the flyers were just garbage. I was like, but every time, So I would try and out-design Matt, but I never could. But we always kind of met eye to eye and would talk about that here and there. And then, flash forward to the last 5 years or so,
being grown-ups,
pretending to be adults. We've worked a lot together, and we kind of realized after working so much together, hey, we kind of work really well together.
Yep.
And there's some things that Matt's spending time on that I don't believe he should be spending his time on. And there's those things that I can facilitate, and that I'm pretty solid at. So let's try and do something and put both of our powers together and Captain Planet this.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I was just getting to the point, whenever I first went out on my own, it was great, and it's been a great experience, but, I wanted to go out on my own and design all the time. Yeah. And that doesn't happen whenever you're completely on your own because, you're doing all of it. You're courting the clients, you're giving the estimates, you're giving the invoices, you're chasing down money, you're pitching, you're doing this and that.
Absolutely.
So I wasn't really getting to do to what I thought was the best effect. I wasn't getting to do the design work that people were coming to me for. They're like, because I was too preoccupied with other things. So it was a fun time, and it was like, I feel like we wear that one-man band badge of honor. And like it totally is a badge of honor because it's tough, but like there's that saying, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like the like eye opener. And it was like, okay, like these two parts just fit together.
Yeah.
And let's try it out. Let's do this.
Absolutely, man. Okay, so what is this new thing? What is this new venture? This combo team?
Well, so I started like a small design studio about 4 years ago. And I had a couple of other partners. One of the partners right off the bat got really ill and he had to roll out. And he was going to be responsible for a lot of like finding new business and connecting us with other brands and things like that. I mean, this dude had like a business degree from Harvard and then like a master's from Dartmouth. And I was like, I'm just going to design.
He's a smart fella.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he's going to connect everything. But he rolled out. And so we had to pivot pretty soon after opening the doors to becoming just like a creative agency, and I had to do a lot of the selling, a lot of the pitching, a lot of the footwork, and I had a couple of other partners doing like project management and like bookkeeping and invoicing and contracts, and like we call them our adults, I guess, you know what I mean? So, but at the same time, Matt and I started working pretty soon after that on a lot of different projects. And so that entity was called Slash. And I think it was in the Vegas airport after Max this past year that we were like, probably sleep depraved and a little
totally
and whatnot, but we were like, man, we had this really great idea for how to take the Studio Gray and the name Slash and this whole concept of like the phoenix being born out of the ashes. So we quickly kind of solidified the name Ash Collective.
Nice.
So we're going to be moving forward as like, we want to stay small. We want to stay really fierce and still hungry.
Yeah.
But really allowing each of ourselves to really focus on the things we're best at.
That's awesome.
And use our time as wisely as possible.
Is this officially launched now? Is this like, is it?
This is kind of like pre-launch because we're like, it's like living in a house that you're renovating.
Yeah.
It takes a long time to actually get it up to speed because, like we're, like our workload has literally kind of doubled in the past couple of months. Yeah. So like that means working on our own personal branding for Ashco is like, unfortunately it's taking a back seat, but like that also means that we're taking care of our clients.
Yeah.
Right.
And we've got some really cool stuff that we're excited to show, but at the same time we've got all these ideas for how we want to visually represent ourselves.
Right.
And we're just like just crying for time to do it.
We can't wait to see how that thing comes to fruition. I know that you guys are really cramped for time, so here, let me ask this question. Would you forego doing your master category so that he can have the best master category section that he's ever had in his life?
Yeah, I've done it a couple of times. So
okay,
I'm
I just want to say, like, I want to give
scared.
give Drew the full opportunity. We don't want to rush him on this, but we do know that you guys are busy and you have stuff to do. So
no worries.
All right. So how it works is you pick a token.
Okay.
And whatever that category is, you become the master, and you tell us something new, exciting, cool that you know about from your perspective.
Okay.
On that category. This is you. You're the master of calculated randomness.
Nice.
Calculated randomness.
You talk about whatever you want.
It's anything. It's literally anything you want.
Calculated randomness. Like anything.
This is it's a blessing and a curse.
See, here's the thing. Like my brain is so calculated that it's almost hard to be random at times, and I feel like it's almost like a character defect because creativity has to be randomized.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Which is, I think, why Matt and I do work really, really well together.
Perfect.
But if I was going to talk about something random, so I just got this new air fryer. You know what that is, right? So I about this time last year, I did this Whole30 diet thing, and I lost a shit ton of weight. And then I had a couple of surgeries back to back on hands and stuff like that, and gained a bunch of weight back. So I decided not only am I going to merge with one of the most talented designers that I know, a couple of months before starting to plan this design conference, but I'm also going to like quit drinking, quit smoking, and go on a diet.
Okay.
But I love fries.
Yep.
And so I bought this air fryer.
Yes.
And
Loophole.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So like supposedly it's supposed to make like really healthy fries, and I spent like $100 on this thing, and it's like Tiffany blue, and it's like really cool looking and everything, and it's still on my kitchen counter in the package.
Oh my God! I was going to ask how
All right,
it works.
So you're gonna make fries after crop is over, right?
Yeah, as a celebratory air frying.
Like this, I think this is all
Maiden
about
voyage.
me committing,
Yes.
and now I have to commit.
Yeah.
So
Because by the time this thing goes live, we want all of you listeners and watchers to hit him up on all of his social platforms and ask him how the fries are.
yeah, if there's not a picture of some sweet looking fries on the Insta, like within days, I feel like I'm gonna have failed my
I love
commitment.
it. All right,
That's cool.
Yeah, totally.
So tell everybody where they can find you guys, and they can support what you guys do and follow the work that you guys do.
Yeah.
Just give them our individuals since we
Yeah.
haven't launched the.
Yeah, we haven't really launched the collective thing just yet,
Okay.
and we're gonna
Okay.
wait. We wanna pull the one big master switch and like
think
slow
that's a
walk
really good
away
idea.
from
That's
the
great.
big explosion.
Yep.
So I just recently got back into social media after taking a little hiatus, trying to plan all this and going through the surgeries. But I'm Andrew Murderface on
Yep.
Instagram.
Okay.
And I'm Stay Gray Pony Boy.
Yeah,
Nice.
you are. And I imagine on those social platforms, you will unveil the
Absolutely.
new
Yeah,
stuff.
for
So
sure.
keep your
Absolutely.
eye on that stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, when that happens, we'd love to have you guys back on maybe for a full episode,
Oh,
for
hell
a
yeah.
reveal,
That'd be fantastic.
and
Yeah.
talk about what you guys are doing there. But you guys put on a great conference. It's been a
We've had a
blasty
blast.
blast.
Yeah.
Man, we look forward to tonight and partying.
Right on.
Awesome. Thank you
Thanks,
guys
guys.
so much.
Thanks for
We
having me,
appreciate
guys.
it.
Yep.